Hey guys, in this video I'm going to try to give a quick guide on how leveling works in Dune Awakening. So to start off, we're going to pull up the basic skill tree, which everyone will have once they start the game. And you can open that by pressing K, and it'll be up here in the skills tab of your main menu here. So starting off, you'll be level 0. You can see here I'm level 189. And as you level up with XP like any other game, killing, doing quests, stuff like that, you'll rank up and you'll get skill points, which I'm sure we're all familiar with, and that'll be used to level up these skill trees. And there's 5 main skill trees: Trooper, Mentat, Planetologist, Bene Gesserit, and Swordmaster. When creating a character, you'll pick one of these to start with, which goes with your character's background or whatever you want to build around. If you haven't created your character yet, the only recommendation I would say is don't pick Planetologist, because you will come across that probably first in your playthrough. And through the game, once you pick your starting one, you're not locked to that. You can see here, I started with Trooper myself, but I've gone into every skill tree here and used some of their perks. So don't feel like you're gonna get stuck with one. Just pick really anyone you feel like starting with that you may build your character around. Say Trooper for combat, heavy armor, shooting. Mentat for like a range, sneak, poison build. Planetologist, which has just all around buffs for like mining and vehicles. Bene Gesserit, which has some health bonuses, some sword bonuses, and you can use the voice, which I don't have a lot of experience with this tree, so just bear with me on that one. And then Swordmaster, which is, self-explanatory, a melee build. Anyways, once you pick one of those in your character build, that tree will be automatically open to you. To unlock the other ones, you're going to have to find the starting trainer for those 4. And as you level up, you'll be able to level up with those skill points, whatever perks you choose. And the small circle ones are passive ones. The octagon ones are techniques. I'll go over that in a little bit. And then the diamond ones are abilities. Now, to get them to level 2 or 3, as you can see here by the little diamonds underneath, you're going to need to upgrade the overall skill tree. So like for Trooper, which involves finding the beginning trainer, doing quests for him, and then eventually moving on to the advanced trainer, then finishing their quest line, which will get you the final level 3 Trooper, level 3 Mentats, all those. Then you'll be able to unlock the full tree as well as all 3 levels for each perk here. You'll also unlock a specific cosmetic set for that tree, which I have shown in some of my shorts. Now, you won't be able to unlock every perk in the game. As you can see here, I'm 260 hours into the game, level 189, which isn't the highest in the whole world, but you can see I'm not even close to finishing Bene Gesserit or Swordmaster. Look at all these perks here. So pick and choose wisely. You can always reset them, but I think there's a week cooldown for that. But just be smart with your perks early on. Okay, now we'll talk about abilities and techniques, which as I showed earlier, abilities are the diamond and techniques are the octagon. You'll unlock those much like every other perk. So abilities are generally moves. So like this one, you get to throw an anti-gravity field, energy capsule, which is like a damage boost and stamina, Shigawire claw, which is like a grapple hook. I use that a lot. Another grenade here. And they're all different throughout. You have a turret for the Mentat, some poison capsules, stuff like that, like active abilities that you will use, in combat. Bindu Sprint's a popular one. And then techniques are also abilities, but they won't necessarily lock to a key binding, but they're kind of in between abilities and these passives. So some of them are pretty passive, like this one, Battle Harden, ability cooldowns, minus 30%, or you'll get something like a suspensor dash, which allows you to manipulate your flow of movement, press the dash button while suspended to perform a mid-air dash. So that's what I use. So you can see they're kind of that gray line of being active or passive, just depends on which ones you get. This one just upgrades your healing limit and your regen rate, stuff like that. So pick ones, you want to run with your build, either, high stamina if you're a melee build, or, you want to have more health, more damage. It's up to you. There's a ton of different builds you can do in this game, just kind of how you want to build your character or how you want to attack, situations. So to pull up the abilities and techniques screen, you'll press S. Just unlocking or learning the perk here doesn't mean it's equipped. You'll have to press S, and then this will pull up your ability and technique menu, and you'll see all the ones you have available and then how you slot them into what, key binding. In techniques, same thing. Just select the 3 you want to run. You can't run them all. So maybe you're in a situation where you need more health. You can swap that in there, stuff like that. So you can even switch your builds, as you go through different quest lines or later in the game, however you want to do it. So that's basically it for the basic skill tree that everyone's going to run through pretty much through their first, 100 hours of the game. Basic gaming skill tree. You're going to get XP from doing, stuff in the game, unlocking skill points when you level up, and using skill points in these 5 skill trees, which are each broken down into 3 mini trees, and then kind of doing your build around that. Now, once you get to the end game, or even once you get to an ornithopter, I'll say, you can kind of do these lands rad missions, and this unlocks, and this is new to the game, this is just came out in February, you'll unlock the specialization trees. And to rank these up, you're going to need to be in a guild, so you can start a solo guild by yourself. There's no like repercussions or anything. It's just a way to access the lands rad. And so we'll pull up the lands rad. So you have to be in a guild. I'm in one, but it's really just me. These guys aren't active. It's just me. And that gives you access to these quest lines. You're going to need an ornithopter because a lot of them are in the overland map outside of the main area. So once you get that, you can start doing these quests. And when you do these quests, you're going to get 35 of these a week. 7 a day, and these unlock the recollection rewards, which are on the right side. You'll get these no matter what. Say you do more than 35, you're gaming all the time and you've used all your stuff, you'll always get these rewards on the left. But for 35 quests a week, you unlock these. And the main thing we're going to talk about today for leveling is this exploration XP. And this is different because you're going to see here in the new skill tree, I'll just call it the endgame skill tree, specializations. There are 5 new skill trees. So you got the 5 basic ones, and then you're going to have these 5 kind of end game ones. So before picking lands rad missions, I would look through each tree of these. You have crafting, gathering, exploration, combat, and sabotage. They all have different things, much like the other ones, and you can mix and match. You can see here I'm kind of all over the place. 15, level 14, level 39, 34, 15. But from here, kind of look through and see which ones you want to kind of go through. And at that point in the game, you should have a good idea of your build. But I will recommend starting with maybe the bottom one and doing a few quests to unlock this trait, loosen the purse strings. And this gives house script bonus, a 5% bonus to house script, which is good because you're going to want that for some rewards. So just start off with that, maybe warm up, get that extra bonus. So when you start really grinding, you'll always have that 5% bonus no matter what. And most people are running the combat tree because it's combat, and in the later game, you're doing a lot of dungeons and quests and stuff, a lot of fighting, or say PvP. And this one unlocks skill points for that other tree we talked about. So this one's really good when you're in the end game and you kind of level up slower, but you want to get some perks still. This is a really good way to do it because you can see all these, circular nodes are going to be skill points, and that's super useful. So that's definitely the most popular one. And one thing I don't think a lot of people notice, if you can get these to rank 75, and that is a grind, so don't think, that's going to be quick. There are cosmetic helmets for each skill tree. If you need extra motivation to grind a tree, maybe just look at these helmets and be like, yeah, that's something I want to grind for. So get to rank 75 and you'll unlock any of these. I don't have one yet because you can see I haven't really focused one. If you focus one, you could be there by now, but I've kind of spread the love across these things. But I am currently trying to get this exploration one, so that's what I'm currently working towards. Anyways, back to lands rad. So to get that, you're going to want to do these quests, get this XP, and that levels up the specialization. This menu is a mess. I got to keep going back and forth. And that'll rank this up. And then once you rank up, you'll unlock these, and then you buy them. You buy them with spice. Refined spice. So if you thought it was going to be that simple, it's not. You do need spice as the currency. I think it shows you, this one costs 15, 15, 5, 5. It'll show you with that purple thing. So once you get to this part, make sure you have spice, or you're starting to mine spice at least, so you can actually purchase these perks, or buy some at the the exchange, or be in a guild with some some friends that'll help you out. So remember that part. These cost spice, and they increase as you go. You can see it gets a little more expensive. It's not crazy if you've been farming spice, but if you're just starting out, it might be a little steep, so just prepare for that. And these new skill trees, the specializations, really refine some stuff. There are some complaints with the combat one, which I said was the most popular. People are complaining that maybe some of these bonuses aren't working. You can see here I have a 34% damage bonus and a 17% damage mitigation bonus. So that, in theory, I should be pretty strong, but there are complaints, and I haven't tested any of this, but I'm sure some people have, that those aren't working properly. So maybe just do some research and see if that has been fixed, or if I'm just pulling that out of my rear. But yeah, there are some good bonuses here. I showed you those levels. There's some good vehicle bonuses, but you can click right here on the left side and you can see kind of the basic bonuses you're going to get. Crafting XP, or durability bonuses, augmentation bonuses. I did forget to mention, for crafting, you're going to want to level up that a little bit, especially if you want to do like some endgame, those higher level testing stations, because that's how you unlock the augmentations for armor and stuff. So at the very least, you're going to want to level this up to 10 so you can get some armor augments, and 1 for ranged and 2 for melee. So in the beginning, those are big, and this level 3 one on sabotage is pretty good. Other than that, it's up to you. There's a ton of cool stuff down here. Just look through what you kind of want to get into, and then go from there. So that's pretty much the basics of leveling, guys. Just remember, there's going to be 5 basic skill trees with 3 skill trees in there, used with skill points. And then once you get to later, you can upgrade these specializations via lands rad missions, and these will get you, extra bonuses, mainly passives, and skill points. Anyways, I hope this video helped, guys. If you have any questions on anything that I went over, or something you want to clarify, feel free to just leave a comment. I'm sure to respond when I see it. Anyways, appreciate you guys watching.